Hey guys, hold on a second, y'all are a little bit dirty. Well, I'm gonna try to catch a few little fish the easy way of just a hook and a bobber, how I fish 80% of the time with my hamburger bait. And at the end of this video, if y'all stay tuned, I'm gonna show you how it's made. So we'll be back, get set up. We're here at Cain's Pay Lake. He's closed for the season, but he's nice enough to let me fish. Just put a fish or two on the bank and we'll see what we can do. Stay tuned. So I use a little bluegill float. I'm fishing about 4.5 foot deep. I'll probably shallow it up some. And I'm using a size 4 Gamakatsu circle hook, well, octopus hook. And then so I'll take a little pinch of my bait. It's about, what, that's a quarter, size of a quarter, size of a marble. I'll make it into a ball. I'll push my hook into the middle of it, every bit of it, the knot, everything is covered. And I'll squeeze it around the, change that. I'll squeeze it around the hook and just cast it out, let it sit. You usually don't get hit immediately. It takes a little while for this to start break down, especially with the colder water. But it breaks down pretty good and fish come into it. So let's see if we can catch one. I didn't do much at the first spot. Didn't even have a bite. Maybe some bluegill. Bluegill will bite this some. Not a whole lot. Just depends on what your favorite dip bait is and if they mess with it much. And that's part of the ingredient, is a dip bait. So we're gonna try out here and see if anything happens. But we'll be back to you. Guys, right here on the bank. I wish I'd got that one on video. The takedown. It was pretty sweet. But on my burger, just right on the bank. Get him back in there. Maybe we can get another one. Like I said, just grab me a little pinch out of there. Form it into a ball around the hook. Make sure all the hook's covered up. And I just pitched it right out there in them weeds, by the edge of them weeds. And it went down. Hopefully there's another one in there. They didn't spook out of there because of catching that one fish. We will see. But one thing I'll do is I'll go find cover on the bank like this, and I'll just start fishing one spot and Catch one here and there. They don't stack up usually, they just get in there, one here and there, and pick off fish all during the day. That's how I do. That's how I've done about all my life. When I was a little kid, that's what I started doing. And ain't much changed. So, give it a few more minutes here and cast to another little clump of weeds. There's clumps of weeds all along this bank here. It's a pretty deep bank. So, we'll see what we can do. We'll be back to you. Getting another little nibble over there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I'm fishing over there by the weeds. I got a little bite, but I don't know if it's a bluegill. Sorry about it. The big bee was trying to get me. Might be getting a bite there again. Right where I caught that first one. It's messing with it, but not taking it. Move it a little bit, maybe I'll take it. Fish on, guys. It feels like a better fish. Yeah, that's a good fish there. It's a 5-pounder. I don't know if I'll get him up. Nope. Broke him off. Back he goes. He'll be just fine with a hook in his corner. But that was a 5-pound fish there. Right on the bank. But let's get another hook tied on and see if we can do that again. So much fun. Right out there where my bobber's at, what, 12 feet off the bank, there's a weed clump I can see underneath the water. It's probably 4 foot deep out there, and the weed clump comes up about 2 foot. I'm just on the outside of it. It's where that fish was sitting at. And that's kind of stuff I look for, is just a little bit of cover. That's where them fish will sit at when it's a non-stocking time and they've kind of got adjusted to the lake. They sit in places like that. but it's usually singles, not more than one, so we'll give it a few more minutes here and then we'll move around, try another patch of weeds. This was the last little spot that I was going to fish here. I seen it. I got my polarized glasses out, which I don't have expensive glasses. I have some cheap glasses from Walmart, the Yum brand. Nothing expensive because I'm hard on them. I lose them. They're like under $10, I do believe. So, but they do come in handy for seeing stuff in the water. But hopefully we can make it happen again and get him on the bank. I know I didn't get that one on the bank, but it was still caught fish. If I wanted to get down there in the weeds, I could have got him instead of trying to jerk him up on the bank. Using 8-pound test. 8-10-pound test will get most fish on the bank as long as you're easy with them. But I'm getting a bite, but it kind of acts like a bluegill, but it could be a catfish. I lost him, but I worked my way around here to another weed clump. I had a fish on. I lost him because of the weeds, but I'm just working my way around the bank, fishing these weed clumps, giving it 5-10 minutes each spot. I think I've noticed they're in the shadow more than they are in the sun, but hopefully there's another one sitting in there. And that one that I lost didn't scare them off. Usually they do. If you lose one, they go down there and do the Free Willy dance. It spooks anything off that was down in there. So we'll see. But there ain't much shade left on the lake. So we might be out of luck for fishing these weed clumps. But we'll see. Fish on, guys. Took me back up underneath the weeds, but I got him out. Another nice channel cat. Just like I've been doing. Just fishing these weed beds. I'm gonna try one more spot, and that's gonna conclude our fishing part of this, and then we'll go to the house, make us some bait. Gotta go to the liquor store first. So guys, we're at home. This is some ingredients. This is the ingredients. 2 pounds of ground beef, quick oats, 1 pint of Jim Beam flour, and your choice of stink bait, dip bait, magic bait, whatever you want to mix in there. I use that. I use quite a different things. I don't think that's as primary to me as time. Time makes this bait better. The longer it sits, the better it gets. Just as long as it stays covered up. So I'm gonna get all the ingredients in the bowl. I'm gonna put the 2 pounds of hamburger, and then we'll come back. So the hamburger is in the sink, or in the bowl. The next thing to add is your Jim Beam straight Kentucky bourbon whiskey. It's gotta be Kentucky whiskey, none other. So I add the whole thing of whiskey. And then I'm gonna add the oatmeal. Quick oats is what you want. You don't want the old fashioned. And I'm gonna add most of this box. Start out with about half, but you'll end up adding the whole thing once you're done. So you want to do that, just thoroughly mix it, and we'll come back when we get this part mixed. Okay, so I got all that mixed in there. That's a pretty good consistency right now. It don't stick to your hand or these gloves. And you want it that kind of consistency where it's still a little thin. I haven't added any flour, but before I add flour, I'm going to add my stink bait, and I'll mix it all in, incorporate it real well, and then after that I'll add my flour. I used almost the whole tub of oatmeal. There might be a quarter tub left, but so we're gonna mix that in, and then I'll show you me mixing in the flour, and we'll be done. Just put it in the bucket, keep it covered at all times, and leave it outside. Leave it in your garage somewhere, and I just leave it on the side of the house at my house in my bucket, and rain, sunshine, snow, whatever, that's where it stays. And over time it'll just get better and better. So I'll be back with the finished product, and I appreciate you watching. So guys, there's a finished product. Everything's been incorporated: the whiskey, the oatmeal, the hamburger, flour, the stink bait, and now I'm just going to put it in a bucket, put a lid on it, and let it sit. It'll be good to go now, but the longer it sits, like I said, the better it gets. Always keep flour handy when you have this, when you go fishing, because if it's hot out, you might need to add a little extra because of the fats loosening up in the hamburger. And that's about it. I hope you enjoy my recipe. Sharp hooks to you.